Norman Knows, written by Thal Dixon.
Illustrated by EA Mabagos.
Naughty Norman always knew the things his mother told him. I know, he'd answer back each time his mom would scold him. But if you know, his father asked, why must we still remind you to take the trash out, clean your room, and close the door behind you? Norman never answered every time his parents asked him. The truth was that he did not like to do the chores they tasked him. I forgot, he'd always say. At least that's what he told them. Then when they finally walked away, young Norman thought he'd sold them. Naughty Norman knew the rules but struggled to obey them. His parents tried to trust in him, but Norman would betray them. He'd lie about his homework, saying that he never got it. The more his parents tried to help, the more that Norman fought it. What can we do for Norman, Mother asked, so he will hear us? I'm tired of his laziness, but don't want him to fear us. I just want him to understand we're here to help him through it. And when you have some work to do, it's best to get right to it. We've talked and talked, his dad replied, but Norman just won't get it. He needs to see how bad things are before he will regret it. We'll act like him all Saturday and see if he can make it. Norman seems to dish it out. Let's see if he can take it. Mother, Norman called and called until he found her resting. Mother lay there waiting. It was time for Norman's testing. I'm hungry, Naughty Norman whined. What breakfast will you make me? I know, his mom replied. You didn't have to wake me. Norman watched an hour pass, then went back in to find her. I forgot, his mother said each time he would remind her. Finally, Norman just gave up. He grabbed some fruit and ate it. Dad had said he'd fix his ramps, so Norman went to skate it. Dad was outside in the shop, so Norman went to meet him. I know, Dad started in as Norman came to greet him. I promised I'd be finished by today so you could use it. But I got busy and forgot. I think that should excuse it. I'll work to get it done next week, and then I'll let you try it. I think I still need one more part, but I forgot to buy it. Mom and Dad did not let up. By bedtime, they had taught him. He did not like the way it felt each time that they forgot him. Norman learned his lesson, and his parents talked him through it. We show our love through service when we just get up and do it. We call him Noble Norman now, a working go and do kid. He's always first to offer help. He's now a follow-through kid. He understands now why we work and answers when they task him. I know, I love you too, and does the thing they ask him. The end. Thank you for joining us today at Kids Poetry and Storytime with Thal Dixon. Want to know when we upload a new video? Hit subscribe and be one of the first.